A job pays $30,000 for the first year with an annual increase of 4% per year beginning in the second year. What is the total salary paid over an 8-year period? Round to the nearest dollar. So what we have here is, starting with the $30,000, we're going to be adding to that to get the total salary. This is the amount we get in the first year. In the second year, we get the increase of 4%. So we can look at that as 30,000 multiplied times 1.04, since we're getting 100% plus an extra 4%. In the next year, we're going to end up getting, again, the 30,000 times 1.04, which would be the amount we had during the second year, plus another 4%. Well, we'll multiply again by 1.04, and we can represent this by using a square. We're going to continue that into the 8th year. Well, in the 8th year, we'll have our amount of 30,000 times 1.04, and how many times would we have multiplied by 1.04? Well, let's look back. Second year, 1 time. Third year, twice. So 8th year, 7 times. So this is a representation of the total salary. Well, we need to recognize this as a sum of a geometric sequence. The common ratio for a geometric sequence we can write down as the representation of 1 plus r. So our common ratio is equal to 1 plus r. 1 plus r, in this case, is going to give us the 1 plus 0.04. So we'll recognize that the 0.04, or 4/100ths, is going to be the value of r. We also note that our time period here, our t, is equal to 8, since we're looking at 8 years. Or we can also look at it as, in our sequence, we have 8 different terms. The p, which is going to be our first value, is equal to 30,000, or our initial value. We can now use the formula for the sum of this sequence. This is equal to p multiplied times the fraction where we have 1 plus r raised to the t power minus 1 in the numerator, divided by the value of r in the denominator. So we're going to end up with S equals, P is our 30,000. We'll have our fraction 1 plus the 0.04, since r is 0.04, raised to the 8th power, since that's t, minus 1, divide the whole thing by the value of r, which is our 4/100ths. Now, using a calculator, we can come up with the value for S, rounded to the nearest dollar, of approximately 276,427. And that's in dollars. So the total amount of salary paid over the 8 years is $276,427.